here we have an LC9 all aluminum 5.3. I believe this came out of an 07, 08-ish Avalanche. These have displacement on demands. You can see these are oil passages come up to what they refer to as a V-loam, valve lifter oil manifold. I've already removed that whenever this engine came out of the vehicle. I work at a dealership and I got this. This engine was making a little bit of a noise. We're not sure what noise, but the customer wanted a new engine installed, so that's what we did. I have a Gremlin, and that has a supercharged 4.8 liter. Haven't ran it yet, but we're going to probably until midsummer, until we get this built and get that put in. We'll put all the supercharger and everything else back on that. So I'm going to do a teardown video of this. I'll pull the camera back off the tripod whenever we find the cause of the noise, and we'll go from there. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so we got the heads off. Pretty easy job. It only took me about 5 to 10 minutes. You saw me fighting with the ratchet because my 15 3/8 broke. So these are 15s. These are going to be 10s, these smaller ones at the top. Your rocker arm bolts are going to be 8s. I have a little concern with this side because on this side I had a blue gasket, which is Felpro. We had a factory style gasket on the driver's side. So someone's been in here at some point. These lifters for the valve, at least this one, looks newer than the other ones. So I would say they probably had a collapsed lifter at one point, and they had to get it replaced, obviously. Now, with the blue gasket, I'm not saying Felpro's bad, because Felpro is pretty good. But I wasn't too sure, because the bolts seem kind of loose on this side, and then these pistons got some weird buildup going on in them. I know these are the DOD cylinders, but still. So we got the lifters out. So these are the new ones. Well, I say new, but these are the ones that were replaced, I assume, for being down. You can see they're fairly clean. They've been in there a little bit. They got some carbon buildup on the spring and stuff, but they're pretty new. But the spring part, the plunger, has a ton of movement. I don't know if these are factory GM parts or not. They don't have part numbers stamped on them. But these are what I assume factory GM ones because they're super old and they don't have nearly as much movement. So I don't know if these ones wore out and they were making that noise. But like I said, we're gonna continue on. We're gonna get the camshaft out, spin it around, get the crank and all the pistons out, and try to figure out what's going on. Alright, so we got all the pistons out. I got the camshaft out. No spun bearings down here. I still got to take the caps off. But I'm pretty optimistic because the thing spins really nicely without the pistons in. So I think we're going to have lifter issues. If you look, it looks like it has fairly new rod bearings. So those look pretty nice. No issues, a couple scratches, but you can't feel them with your fingertips. Everything looks good, so I think we're gonna get lucky with this. I think we're just gonna have a noisy valve train issue. That was the issue with this. So we're gonna get the caps off. Once we get those off, if there's no major bearing issues, then we know we can proceed with a rebuild, and we should be all right. All right, so we got all the rod caps off. Got them all busted loose. When you're taking these off, you're going to have a 10 from the side right here. You're going to have a 15 and a 13. So you're going to get all your trifecta GM millimeter sockets out. Got super lucky on these. These bearings look pretty good. Everything looks like it's ready to be rebuilt. Say we scored with this engine. I had another engine I traded for this one in its core spot, and it was beat to hell. It was old. Had so many miles on it. This one, I think the owner took care of it, because I'm pretty sure this has new bearings in it. And then it has a newer oil pump. So it probably lost a little oil pressure at some point, and then he probably put bearings in it. So pretty cool. It's going to be a good candidate to go to the machine shop. We're going to get that sent off this week, and then we'll make an update video once we get that done.